So Magicka, this is Magicka number 1, and there's another game, Magicka 2. Magicka was on special this week. I bought the whole bundle, Magicka 1, all the DLCs and Magicka 2. I played, this is Magicka 1, very fun, I like it a lot. Still a good game, even though it's been out for a few years. So you can cast a shield like this, you can cast cold like this. You can hit the shield with your sword. You have a sword, you have a healing beam, you have, yes, and this fairy talks a lot. There's a water burst, there's a fire, there's lightning, there's plasma, some kind of plasma there, and there's rocks. Then you can combine stuff with, you can combine a rock and fire to make a fireball. You can rock and cold, make a cold ball. Rock and lightning are opposite, so they don't combine. You can do rock and water, make a water ball. And then if people are wet, so then you can combine water with plasma and make a water beam. And if they're wet, then you can combine electricity and plasma and make an electric beam, and it hurts like a lot more.
Lyssna! Ni bör leda sig sätt kompletta spelen.
And and then you can make some armor like this. You can do a shield and a rock and use the middle button to self-cast, and then you have some armor on. If you put 4 rocks, the armor is stronger. Alright, so, but here's the trick. Here is how to kick ass with, because you can cast spells like this. It takes a bit of a long time. You can go plasma and fire and make a beam. You can go plasma, fire, cold. Sorry, plasma, fire, cold. Plasma, cold, and fire together. No.
Hey,
you can go water, fire, and plasma and make a steam beam. And you can do cold and water and plasma and make a chill beam. No. What's the other beam you can do? You can do electric beam, electric, cold, and an electricity, a cold electric beam. Then with the shield you can do a cold and ice barrier like this. You can do a stone barrier, fire stone barrier like this. But this is kinda, it's all fun, but it's kinda slow. So what you wanna do to go really fast in Magicka, you want to press, you want to keep the shift button on and spam SDF, plasma, stone and fire. So that does an earthquake. And you want to do that, you spam and you do shift right click. So you do shift SDF, shift right click. And then you can spam your mouse button and the SDF keys. And as you can see, the spells are really spamming out. So what you do is you go meet the monster. Captain Bjorn, hello, hello. And there's a big monster coming. So what you want to do is you go meet the monster, you press shift button, and you spam your SDF key. And as you see by the big bar on top of the screen, oh, I got kicked away. Oops. And then the monster is dead. Because the guards helped me. But you just press, you spam SDF, but you keep your finger on the shift button and you spam the right keyboard, the right mouse button. Yeah, skip that. There we go. So I press the shift button and I spam SDF like this, and I spam the right mouse button, and that's my spell for AoE spell for killing everything. The other thing you want to be ready to do is SDF plus the shield, middle button, and that's your armor. That's a quick armor. You can also do the safe armor, which is arcane, electric, shield, fire and shield, SAFE in the keyboard buttons. So that's another armor. So now you're protected from fire, electricity, arcane at the same time. Who's that guy? Is that Bjorn? He's still alive? Oh, good for him. So there we go. The beams, there's a beam that's really powerful. The most powerful beam of the game is QF. You make fire and water to make steam, then electricity and arcane. So that's the beam will make them wet, and because there is electricity in the beam, it's going to really kill them really fast. The big spell for that is water, fire, electricity, arcane electricity, and that is a bolt of lightning, which I haven't learned yet, which the character hasn't learned yet. But see, now he's wet, this guy, so I can do an electric beam, and it does a whole lot of damage. So that's your beam. If you have some enemies in the line, you do QFAS, and you just cast that beam. It's a electric steam beam, very powerful. There you go. Have some fun spamming SDF, because the stone in the spell will do an earthquake and it will knock them down. That's why it's so powerful. Fire burns and the arcane. You can also do an electric arcane fire, but it's not gonna knock them down. It does a lot of damage, but it's not gonna knock them down. You can also do steam and stone. Steam and stone if you want. You can also do the other powerful spell you can do is ice. You can do if you have the fingers quick enough, you can do ice, arcane ice. That's gonna slow them down and really does a lot of damage. You can do QSR, arcane ice, and you spam with the shift button and the right button on the mouse. That's how you get through the whole game easily like this. Have fun!